Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Friday 29th of October. So with Bitcoin here, we've had a bit of a spasm really, and I look at different data points, different data providers, and the length of this spike down here is a little bit different on different ones. So my question that I'm asking myself is that I've never been a spike sort of fan to include spikes in Elliott wave, because they're really just sort of news driven and it's just noise. So I'm thinking that I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to continue to look at because we'd been talking about a nice 5 waves down here with an ABC, and then counted right down here to the 5th wave, picked the low, and then we're looking for the market to move up. And unfortunately, obviously some news or some big buying or something or other has come in and rocked the market in that sense. So yeah, that's where we are with it. So anyway, we need to talk about it. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just cruise in here a little bit further with this. So we were looking at, there's different ways to count all this up, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We're counting down as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave, and ABC for the B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here for the C wave to make either this 4 or that 4. It doesn't matter at this point. That will all come out in the wash later, and it's not going to affect us as such. So all we're looking for next is that we were looking for wave 1 and 2, and put wave 3 and 4 and 5 here, something of this nature, and then I was looking for the ABC correction, as you know. So I'm just going to stay with that, so this spike that occurred down here, we've got a beautiful little 5 wave structure up there. So if I just copy that and put that there, and for the wave 2, now that spike down, you see how it's got the second low there, it's got that low and then that low. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and I know that that's real, and and it's occurred, and I don't know why it's occurred. I haven't checked on that, but I'm not really fussed about it, to be honest. In terms of the count that we're looking at, I'm just going to carry on and just look at and see what happens. And we're just going to look at this 5 wave structure to move to the upside here. I don't think, there will be a lot of Elliott folks that will include that, and they'll put an A and a B and a C and do all sorts of things with it, but I don't think we need to overcomplicate it. I think it is what it is. It was a news driven or a purchase or a sell or something or other. But I would want to see much more. I would want to see a bigger breach here before I move my count in this, because I've got a beautiful little ABC here. I know that it can go, it could get more, this wave 4 could get more complicated. I understand that. Or we could be in a bigger bearish picture as well. We don't have a lot of volume pushing the whole market up, but we never really have had a lot of volume. And because there's a limited amount of coins, it kind of changes the game a little bit too, I'd imagine, to a point. So yeah, let's just go into the tick chart here. And just before we do that though, let's just take a look at Ethereum for a moment. So Ethereum here, we looked at wave 1 and 2 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the 3rd wave, and ABC for the 4th wave, and then up for the 5 of the 1st, and then back. So this is where I think Bitcoin is as well. Okay, so not a biggie, and yes, it could extend up higher than I've actually got it here as well. So I haven't really looked at a target to the upside, because I normally just count, and I can see that, well, if Bitcoin has just got wave 1 and 2 in here and it's got all that way to go, well, then it kind of makes this look like it could actually reach 5,000. That's what it'll be gunning for. But in the same way, it would just be, we'd look at this here as that little consolidation in there as 1 and 2 in here. So we're starting the 3rd wave, and then there'll be the 4th and 5th. So it could get up there, it's such a nice number. So yeah, but what I'm trying to say here is that we were looking at this as we had 3 waves here. So we knew we had a flat correction as an A and a B and a C, and we also nailed that little low there as well. I'm just going to continue to the upside here. You know, I don't really see a problem. So I think that Bitcoin is exactly the same. So I don't really think that we need to worry about too much in include this in something else, and unless we see something come out of left field. So copy this little guy here, put that there, maybe turn that into 5. Sorry, I haven't labeled it properly, but yeah, my counting is good, my labeling is shit. But that's it. So let's just go to the intraday on the tick chart as we normally do and check it out. So let's get in some more data. Let's just get in a nice chunk, so we've got wave 3 with the A, B and C here. We talked about this. We talked about all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then 4, and then down for 5 here for wave C or 4 here. And then I was looking for wave 1 to the upside, and then we're looking for wave 2, so we can put wave 2 in there somewhere, because I'm not going to worry about the spike. I know people are going to get a bit upset about that. I don't need these guys. Okay, the market's pushing off there anyway, so also what I can do here now is I'll just need to double check this situation, and what's the daisy? Wrong one. I want this one, that one, that one, and that one. And just copy this and put this over to here, put that as wave 3, and okay, so yeah, well, we're going from wave 2 to wave 3 here, so yeah, where to put that, but let's just, I want to take a look in this here, this little guy here. That's what I want to have a look at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 and 2 and 3. Bit of an overlap there for 4. Can we get that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe to there. So 1, 2, 1. So 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon I'm on the right track here. And then that's pulled back 50%. 50%, so good enough. But what we need now, just to, while we're here, just to be sure, so for this count to be correct, we would want to see it move up higher than that, and that can be 1 and 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of fluffing around here, but there'll be something like this here. Be something like that. But my point being is that if you see the market up here somewhere, then you know, or taking that top out, then you know that we're on the right track. Okay. So today was really just to really talk about this, and I don't know what it is. I know it's, it came down hard and fast, and I looked at some other data, and on some other platforms it's come down further, but some of these exchanges, God knows how they operate, but they may not just match orders on some other exchange. They may make the market themselves, and that's what normally, they need to cover those orders themselves. So they need to create a price by taking the other side. So yeah, so different platforms will have different things. I mean, this is a CFD platform here, but it's kind of an average spike down here. On some of the other Bitcoin ones, from TradingView, I see them further. I've seen some further down. Yeah, so look, it's some sort of little crashy thing, somebody sucking out the depth or something or other, and it has made a new low below here. but the circumstances that it made it under, I don't know. I mean, there's still a possibility. I mean, really, the thing that on the bearish side, just to give a fair crack of the whip, that's 5 waves correction, 5 waves down here, and then really when we look at it, we could look at this here as an ABC pattern. So we could look at it as this is the A wave, this is the B wave, and that's the C wave there, and that's it. And then the market just folds down from this 61.8% mark and folds down here. So that's a real possibility. So all I can say at this point is that let's just keep our fingers crossed, and we need to make a new high above here. And if that is the case, which I think it is the case, because when I look at old buggerlugs over here, it needs to make a high over here, and we know that it's just got wave 1 and 2 in here, and 3 and 4 and 5. So I think that we'll just follow the lead here, That's what I think. And this market would be, is coming close to that high there now. So we could say that, Ethereum is leading because Bitcoin's high is over here and Bitcoin is way down here. So we can say that pretty comfortably that Ethereum is leading the market, Bitcoin is following, and Ethereum has further to go up. And so Bitcoin should go up as well, but we need proof. So the proof in the pudding will be taking out that high there, because it's that high there that keeps this as an A and a B and a C wave here, and then can come lower at that point. So that's all I can say about that. So my assumption is that I'm not going to worry about the spike. I'm just going to include it as 1 and 2 for the time being here, and then also up for 1 and back for 2. But to prove that, we need to take out these highs over here for that. We don't need any of those. We know we're going to be stuck in there. So let's just see. Let's just see if we take out that high, because that's what it comes down to. Bullish above and bearish below. If you're in this market and you've got a long position in here somewhere, then the stop would need to go under the 60,000, because that's the 50% retracement level. We may even get something like this down to the 61.8% and then up from that point. So we don't need to panic for a little while. I'll keep an eye on it, and if I see a serious if I see any serious downside situation, then I'll give an update in between all of that. But otherwise, that's it really. I just think that based on Ethereum and based on what I can see here, we should just continue to the upside. But because of that spike, it does create an A and a B and a C wave to here. So that's a bit of an issue, and it will take a little while to get through this trend line top here as well, by the way. So, and then there'll be the 50-60% from that top to that low there, the 61.8% mark, which is just in here. Got the trend line here. The wave count up here is got a 1 and 2, and it's at the top of its third, so it's got 4s and 5s to do here, and then it's going to pull back again and then push up. So, and at the same time, it could also come down to the 61.8%, which is probably just a tad lower, and then head up from that point. So let's just keep an eye on it. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.